The reason why we came up with this training is because we found with property developers, advisors, and consultants that they wanted clients coming to them and not having to chase after their clients, especially if they're a bigger brand or they want to become a bigger brand. They want a marketing system that works for them. So we're also going to show you how we predictably generate daily leads using this strategy, how a boutique real estate agent is able to generate 50, I've got 59 here, but it was actually closer to 70 within 2 weeks using the strategy. And all this can be done without relying on networking, even if you don't have a strong online presence, without complex marketing strategies. I'll show you step by step exactly how to run the strategy. And you can do this without wasting your time and actively seeking prospects. We can have the strategy run for you without taking up your time. And the strategy, the reason why I mentioned video to as well as the strategy is because we don't want to lose your personal touch. If your one-to-one connections, if your word of mouth referrals and connections is what's grown your business so far, we want to make sure that we leverage that using the strategy. So I stress, even if you don't have any digital marketing experience, what I'm going to show you is going to work for you today. So all you will need is your existing results, your existing projects, your services, and a video. You will need a video because that's all work. You'll need your most valuable clients. So not your non-ideal clients. You'll need to know who specifically you want to and love to work with. You'll need a Facebook business page and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. But even if that's totally new, I'm new to that as well. I'll show you how to leverage that today. So this works for boutique property agents, advisors, developers, consultants, and professional services that have an offer over $2,000. If it's less than $2,000, or even if it's less than $1,000, it still works. It's just not scalable with ad spend and whatnot. So I'll talk to you more about that today. So if you've ever wondered how other businesses have grown exponentially using social media, and you're probably wondering, some of these businesses are new. A lot of the businesses that I speak to have been around for 7, 10, 20 years, and they're wondering how are these businesses growing exponentially using social media. We'll show you that today, and this works more so for you if you want clients coming to you instead of having to chase them, if your sales are limited by the number of face-to-face presentations that you run. And hey, welcome Andy, good morning. And it's for you if you have a great service but inconsistent sales. So if you build a reputation offline, this is especially relevant for you because you can leverage that. If it's especially for you if you've got a reputation offline and you want to scale and grow your network. If you have a legacy business, but maybe it's not optimized for today's uncertain times in market, this training is for you. And especially for those who have a repeat customer base who just want a bigger pond to fish from. We'll develop a simple yet scalable strategy. And today we're going to create a consistent lead generation machine step by step in front of you today. More importantly, you'll have everything that you need. So in this training, you will have step by step everything that you need to build this machine. And if you're like most of the clients that we speak to, we'll get right into the training. I'm sure some of you are eager to get right into the meat. Typically, we find clients come to us who are looking for positioning. They want a professional video that showcases their value, their expertise, and authority. For example, Terrain Consulting Group, who is a town planning business. They've been around for 20 years, but wanted to showcase their presence online. If you previously looked at their online presence before running video and running these strategies, unless you had a one-on-one conversation with them, they may not have portrayed their message online. Question we've got in the chat: do you need a large LinkedIn contact base to start? No. So you'll see, even if you look at my LinkedIn connections, I'm very new to LinkedIn, and the strategy will work for you. Another example of a client that's, so Umbrella 90, to give you context, we were a video production business who produced videos for clients that wanted to showcase their authority or expertise in the market, like Endorphin Wealth Management here, who wanted to showcase their connection with families, and they wanted to showcase that through video. Vanilla Blinds, who wanted to showcase their exterior designs and difference in the market. You may have seen Cheryl speak with 𝐒𝐞𝐿 Interior, Keith, who run a fantastic interior design
I have
business.
seen that video and I was very impressed.
Yeah, the Harry Potter one, or
Yes.
the, okay,
Yes, yes,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah, so you can see Andy in the video. He's the man behind the camera in the images
Nice
that you
work,
see here
Andy.
from the video. So again, we found that clients or wanted to showcase their authority, their expertise, their difference in the market, even if it's using a creative visual piece. The problem that we found was that video alone wouldn't guarantee results. It didn't exactly mean that you would get return on investment or be able to grow your business. It does showcase and it looks great, but we wanted to generate a strategy that attracts and converts leads into ready to buy customers. So that's what we're going to show you here today. So far, guys, as we're going into the strategy, if you have any questions, make sure you throw that into the chat and let me know who is your ideal clients that we want to utilize the strategy for, because I will show you this. And again, I'll stress that even if you don't have a strong social media presence, even if you don't have a large, excuse me, a large following, and even if you don't have any digital marketing experience, and even if you don't have consistent sales, this strategy will work for you. So here's how. Let's get into the strategy. And just as we're going into, to put it into context, what I will be covering today, these are the three things that we utilize to the three pillars behind scaling a brand online. And if you're going to use this strategy, what we're going to cover is parts of building an asset. So we're going to build an audience specific for you to leverage online. We'll also show you how to retarget that audience so you can have a scalable way of growing your leads, growing your market. And the three pillars behind scaling your brand online is partly the first pillar is story. So in order for the strategy to work, you want to have the right messaging, you want to have the right offer, and in order to get the right messaging and offer, you want to conduct thorough market research, really find out what the needs are for your market. We spoke about this yesterday, Cheryl, identifying what the market's needs are, what their frustrations, what their fears, what is it that they want. When we have the right offer, then we can take that offer to market utilizing this strategy. So again, what we will be covering very shortly is we will be creating a asset where we can create an audience, a specific audience for you to take your offer to. If you want to take your offer to market, we'll be looking at the strategy. We won't have time to cover the entire strategy, but we'll be able to cover enough for you to utilize and grow your audience. So once we have that strategy, which I'm just about to show you, we will show you how to retarget that audience from LinkedIn online through Facebook. So let's get into the strategy, right? Again, if you have any questions so far, if anything doesn't make sense, the three pillars, actually, that's what I didn't cover. I'll make sure I cover that. So what you need is, once you have your story and your messaging, if you don't have the right story and messaging, you won't have a following. So that's why I wanted to cover this. And without this strategy, or without a predictable strategy, there's no consistency. So we want to make sure we utilize the strategy and the asset that we're going to cover today. Without scalability, so without having video as an example to replicate your presence online, and not being able to retarget that market, you won't have scalability. And without scalability, there's no growth. So Again, today we're covering your asset creation and creating an audience and being able to retarget them. I will also show you how to create an offer to take to market. And with these three things, you will be able to scale your brand online and have customers coming to you. So let's get into the training. We've put together in this training the thing that's made all the difference. We've isolated the #1 factor that's made videos profitable, and we're simply going to present that to you here today. If you're wondering who we are, my name is Sio Tonga, the co-founder of Umbrella 90. Umbrella 90 has come from a video production business called Expansion Media. The founder of Expansion Media, my business partner here on the live is Andy Johnson, who's our video producer, and then we have Renee, who is our content creator and content strategist. So what's relevant in this training is this, and this is why we wanted to create this training. It's because if we wanted to build a legacy, we had to find a better way of generating predictable leads and turning them into ready to buy customers. And we've used this 3-step strategy: story, strategy, and scale to scale our business. And what I'm going to cover with you today is in 3 steps. We're going to show you how to grow your list of ideal clients. We're going to retarget them using Facebook ads, and we're going to develop an irresistible offer so that they can keep coming towards. We're going to turn those leads into ready to buy customers. So let's get into the strategy. I'm going to share my screen and take you into Andy, just give us a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Want to make sure that we are on the same page. Awesome. So let me pull up my screen. Cool. So the first thing we're going to do is grow our audience. And if you haven't used Sales Navigator in LinkedIn, just before we go into that, make sure you tidy up your profile, let people know the services that you're providing, what you're about, and update your cover so that your market, you get a sense of what you do right away. You want to quickly tidy up your profile, and I won't cover that in today's training, but even if you're new to LinkedIn, you'll see that I am as well, and we can quickly optimize your profile. But then what you want to do is go into linkedin.com/sales, and if you haven't got a premium account, or if you haven't got Sales Navigator, it's for free for a month, so anyone will be able to use this. And what I want you to do is click on lists. When you go into lists, create a new list. So just let me know if you're with me. Andy, you can hear me okay? Awesome. So we're going to search for leads, and here's where we're really going to hone in. And someone mentioned earlier property investors. So let's use property. Let's go property. Let's go developer, because investors is not a role within LinkedIn that we'll be able to search. Let's try developers as an example, and let's say we're looking for them in Melbourne. Melbourne, let's say Melbourne, Sydney. And let's say Queensland. And let's say we want to look for people who are connected either through our 1st-degree connections or 2nd-degree connections. As you can see, there's 4,500 results up there, and you can go through the filters and pick specifically who you want to target. Let's say you only want to work with owners and managers. You can also select specific companies and get very specific if you like. For this example, we're just going to use this, and then you want to click search. And here's the cool part here. So as you can see, there's over 1,000 results. And what we want to do is utilize this category here, those who have posted in LinkedIn in the last 30 days. And there are, for this example, there are 748 people within this category. Let's call them ideal clients, ideal leads. Let LinkedIn search. And what you'll be able to see is everyone within this category. So Mike, as an example, he's a co-founder and owner of the web development. So let's make that property. As I'm showing this, guys, for those of you that are new, if you have a specific question, if there's something technical that you want to understand, I have the tendency to brush through things without being very clear. So is that to identify people who are active on LinkedIn? Yes, that's correct. So we want to identify those who because so for example, there are 590 people who are active, who have who fit this category, but if they haven't been active in the last 30 days, there's probably no point in reaching out to them. For Facebook ads, I'd say let's target this 560 audience, but for LinkedIn strategy, if you're going to connect with them, then use this category. Let's try this 590 result here. What you won't see is this little button GP, and this is the cool tool that I want to share with you today. It's a way of, and it's not available through LinkedIn Sales Navigator. This is a plugin which I'll share with everyone today. You'll get the link and you'll be able to download 200 contacts for free. What it does is, if I click here, it scans through these 500 leads. It's going to take a little while, and it will. So it's got 23 so far. It'll continue to build up. I'll let it build. Switch to fast mode. See, it's only stopped at 23, but you can download the entire, where is it? Only got 23. Select all. Yeah, I'll use this example. It can download the entire 300. Maybe I'll have to click on 300. And as you can see, it does it automatically. It scans through all the profiles. And you can create a list and save them there. I've got a pre-filled example, but what it does is it downloads all their contact details, their name, their phone numbers, their email. It seems a bit spammy and creepy, right? But a lot of people already have access to this training, so I'm going to share this with you. And I don't recommend jumping on and emailing everyone from the list like this. What we're going to do is create an audience which we can retarget with Facebook ads. So if we click here, what I am going to share with you is GetProspect. So this is the plugin that you'll see in Sales Navigator, this little dot here. I'll show you how to get that, and what you'll end up with is a list similar like this, and you'll be able to export it. If I click export here, what I'll end up with is a huge list. Here's the example. So with this list, keep that in mind, keep that in the background, and we're now going to dive into Facebook. So to recap that, you want to go into Sales Navigator, target specifically who you want to target, create the audience, and save over here using GetProspect. And I'm going to share the links on this plugin, so you'll be able to download at least 200 leads for free and build a list like this. So this list here I've pulled directly from Sales Navigator, and what I'm going to use this list for is I'm going to use them for retargeting with Facebook ads. Is everyone with me so far? Again, if I'm going too quickly, just let me know. So if there's any questions, I want to make sure we cover that here. All good, going well, thank you. Awesome, cool. So let's get going. Now what I'm going to show you is how to leverage this list using Facebook ads. So if you go to business.facebook.com /ads manager, you'll end up with a page similar to this. So business.com /ads manager. And what I want you to do, for those of you who are already running ads, this won't be relevant, but what will be relevant is how to retarget that audience using Facebook ads. So I'm going to run an example, and what we're going to do here is we're going to choose lead generation. And the reason why we want to choose a lead generation campaign is that Facebook will optimize it for leads. So in order to, Facebook's a little bit like a shop. So you want to tell it what it is specifically that you're going to buy. You'll use conversions if you're using your own landing page. For this example, we'll use lead generation, and Facebook will optimize it for generating leads. So I'll just use this as an example. And again, if you are targeting a, let's say property, I'm just going to name this campaign property. I'll take this through step by step for those who haven't run an ad before. We're not going to split test. We're just going to run a basic lead generation ad. So what I've just completed, for those who are new to Facebook ads, is there are three levels to creating a campaign through Facebook. First level is through the campaign, what it's specifically for. So we've chosen a lead generation type of ad, and now the second category is the ad set, where we choose who is our target audience, and this is where we're going to plug in our ad. So I mean our list. So if we click on create new custom audience, so this is how we were going to create a custom audience based on the LinkedIn leads that were generated so far. So if we click on custom audience, wait for it to load, and click on customer list. So here is where you'll be able to upload the contacts that you've previously downloaded. And what you want to click on is download a list template. If you download this list template, you'll end up with something like this. So this is an example of how Facebook wants you to structure their list. And what we're going to do is basically just go through the email list here, and we're going to populate it in here. So this is an example of 3 different emails. We won't need that, but what we will need is everyone within this email database. So I'll copy a few just as an example, and then we want to drop them into here. And same with their contact numbers, which you'll find in here. And their name. So you want to copy their names, first name and last name, and populate that in this example here. So this is the Facebook ads template. So drop in their first name, drop in their last name. With this example, delete anything that's not relevant. So Facebook will only pick up what's already in their database. So the good thing is if you've got their first name, last name, and some details of where they're from, then and especially with their email address, Facebook will find them on Facebook. So when we do have that list, make sure we upload that within here. So I'm going to pretend that we've already got one, and this is where you'll upload it. I haven't actually. So you upload the file in here. So if you've downloaded your Facebook template and you've transferred your list from the LinkedIn list into your Facebook ads list template. Once you have that audience, you can upload that in here. And for those of you who want to learn how to utilize Facebook ads, we recommend using video, and I'll talk about that a little bit more shortly. For those who have just jumped in, if you have any questions, I'm happy to cover that briefly. But so far we've downloaded a list, an ideal list from LinkedIn, and we've uploaded it into Facebook ads. So once you have built this audience, you can also create a lookalike audience. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So far we've created a custom audience, then you want to create a lookalike audience. So when you choose source, you will then have if you've already uploaded your LinkedIn list, then you want to create a lookalike audience. You click here, create a new source, target your list of LinkedIn leads, and you can get specific on what areas, regions, countries that they are. And I'd only recommend using 1%. And if you're going to use more, have 3 different audiences. So have one, so I can save here and create this audience at 1%. So Facebook will look for a similar audience with 1% difference. So the smaller the percentage, the more specific or closer they are to your list. The bigger the percentage, the broader the audience. Trust that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. So you also want to create a lookalike audiences. It's important that you have a list of over 500 leads to best optimize when you're creating this audience. So keep that in mind, and then you can get specific on the locations, the age, gender, and interests. Once you've got that, save your audience, and I'll briefly run through how to create the Facebook ad specific for your target audience very briefly. As an example here, so as I mentioned, you will need, ideally you have a video, and this is just an example here of a Umbrella 90 ad. So here's where you'll have your primary text example. I'll show you this for those who are new. This is where you'd have your hook. So the beginning line it's going to be the decision maker for your market. An example we've had with a client recently is their target market was in the compliance space. So inductions, health, occupational health and safety, and one word we had in the hook was work safe. Just because we had that work safe word that was relevant to his target market, that ad worked a lot better than any others. We had the same image, same video, and funnel behind it, but because we were missing that one piece of the hook, it can make all the difference. Your headline, example.
Theo, sorry, quick question. I noticed with your audience, you didn't have to go in and choose all sort of the audience filters. It populated it itself.
Yes. So I'll go back into ad set. That's okay. This here, yeah. So this is a template of it'll typically show up like this depending on where you are. You would want to get specific on. So I've left this here because it was already in there. Facebook pre-populated it like this, but depending on your target market, you would want to get specific on, let's say 30 over 30 plus.
Okay, so you can still go in and filter.
Yeah, you can still
it
go in
further.
and filter. Yeah, so if you're starting out, start with one specific interest. So with the example that I'm using so far, I've used property development. So I'll just use a interest based on property. And then I'd create another ad set for another interest. So the next ad set I'd create would be similar, but I'd pick investors or property investment, a different interest. The more interest we have within here, it'll grow so yeah, as you can see, there's already 260 million people who are interested in property, but this will target specifically those who are in the target audience. So if you don't have a target audience already, use interests, but because we've got a specific audience, it's going to assume we've already got the interest based on our list because it's a very specific list from LinkedIn. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, yeah, it does. Thank you.
Awesome. And anyone else who's on the video, you just let us know if you have any questions, if I'm brushing through any of this too quickly. But from here, you should be able to create an ad for yourself. So call to action, apply now as an example, add your link if you like, optional. I'll just scroll up to, yeah, so we've got an image here, clear media. You can add an image or video depending. I'd recommend video even if you're using a video on your phone. Have that targeted for your market. So once you've got the setup, you'll be able to publish and you'll have your ad running towards your market. So I'll pop back into the slides where, so far I've covered how to, oh yes, this is what I wanted to share with you. So you saw within Sales Navigator, there was a GetProspects plugin that's not available just through LinkedIn. You need to sign in and use Google Chrome. So I'll repeat that: use Google Chrome to add this plugin. And I've got this code here for you, for those who are on this training. If you note down this code, you want to go to getprospects.io, and when you sign up, you can use this code capital J, capital K, small g, capital E, and Q to get 200 contacts for free. So GetProspects is a paid application, but you can use this code or use the remaining of this link down the bottom, and you'll be able to get 200 links, 200 contacts for free.
I'm going to put this in the chat so whoever wants can open it up and save it, because Zoom doesn't allow you to copy it anymore. So just click on that if you want to open that, and it should open up GetProspect.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh,
and then put in the and the code as well
when you sign up, that you can get 200
𝐒𝐞𝐿.
Awesome. If you're watching this on the repeat, take a screenshot and dive into this. So getprospect.io is an application plugin that you can add into Google Chrome, and that way when you're utilizing Sales Navigator, you can download your search list. Pretty cool, huh?
Does LinkedIn, and I'm going to ask the question, does LinkedIn have any issues with the plugin?
No. So it works pretty well. So even if you're on a individual's page, you'll see an option. It looks like it's part of LinkedIn. So it's a adaptable plugin for LinkedIn.
Have you used GetProspect for anything else? I mean, I haven't looked at the
no,
app.
it's only for LinkedIn for downloading contacts and growing your list. There's another application if you want to, which I won't cover in this training, another application if you want to grow this list and then retarget them with a messaging sequence. That's a whole nother training. If you're looking, Cheryl, we can cover that in another one. But awesome. This is enough for I believe our audience to get started. Cool. What have you taken so far, Cheryl? Just to put this into context.
I've taken lots of notes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have
ఈ
a
మూత
good.
ఎట్లా చేసుకున్నావు
Oop,
చిచ్చిరాది ఏమది
oopsie.
చిచ్చి అది
Sorry about that, Anil. Had to mute you. No, that's fantastic because I mean, first of all, just personally, we use very basic Facebook ads. But just to be and then we have a LinkedIn strategy as well. However, it is quite manual. So to be able to leverage the both of them, it's very powerful.
Yeah. If it can be quite manual searching for leads and building that list. I will cover with you in another training, if you like, the automated strategy on how to, because if you have a messaging sequence with LinkedIn, we can
Yes.
cover that another strategy. But at least this way you'll be able to download. You can download thousands of contacts with GetProspect.io using LinkedIn.
Yeah, fabulous. No, it's really good. Thank you. And I had another question around video. Why video? And I know this is a bit sort of a biased response because you guys have video. But I mean, even just the video that you do. I'm gonna just turn my video on.
Yep.
Turn my video on. Even the video that you do on the phone. Like, why is it so much more effective to attract clients?
I'll cover that a little bit more, and because there's more, and if the audience likes. So far I've covered pretty much everything, but I can add more. So about video specifically, and why video and the types of video to use. If I start with this framework, so far we've been able to generate a asset. So the asset being your list, and we've been able to we've shown you how to retarget. And what I haven't covered and what I'm about to cover is part of the offer and messaging. So to answer the question as to why video, copy itself, so your hook and things like that, and imagery will work in terms of having a message and having an offer. At the same time, the reason why we use video, it's proven as the most effective in engagement and conversion. But what we believe is with video, it's the most effective way in communicating the unsaid message that worked for them offline. So a lot of the businesses, they have this belief that people come to them because of them. Which is true, but at the same time, a lot of people, some of the limiting beliefs is that it's their business is limited to them on their own. Video is probably one of the most effective ways to leverage that.
Excellent.
Awesome, cool. So
thank you.
You're welcome. And what I will share, Andy, if you're on as well, so feel free to add more into why video, if you like, as I'm moving on to the next slide.
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks.
Yeah. So what I'm going to show you, what I have been able to show you is a simple way to grow your audience. Now, our reason as to why video and why video strategy specifically is we wanted to grow, wanted to develop a simple way to grow business with minimal to zero time in and being able to get dream clients out. We wanted a way that we could leverage and make work forever. So to recap what we've covered, we've shown the audience how to grow your list of ideal clients. We've shown you how to retarget that audience using Facebook ads. And now we're going to show you how to develop an irresistible offer. And video strategy is the most, we're going to show you why video strategy is the most effective way to turn a cold audience into ready to buy leads. And we've developed a very specific video strategy, a specific sequence with video, and developed the ultimate video strategy. And with this strategy, we've developed a way to target a specific audience, depending, if you look at the top image here, depending on their level of awareness, from unaware to totally or very aware, there's a specific video for that target market. And then we've been able to generate a funnel that can convert those leads into ready to buy customers. So starting with the engagement video sequence, depending on the level of awareness of your target market. Cheryl, I believe I shared, this is what you engaged with initially. You saw the 5 types of engagement videos, and we've developed a specific video depending on whether they're unaware. We'd use the painstaking video that speaks to their pains because they don't know that they have a problem, to a problem-aware audience where they know that they're experiencing a problem, but they don't know what the solution is. We call that the problem island video. Then we have the promised land video, which is for a solution-aware audience, and they're looking for social proof and testimonials in order for them to make a buying decision. And then we have a prize video for those who are product and service aware, where you can create specific offers for that market. And then a hero video, similar to the examples that I've shown you at the beginning, where people are making, where an audience is making a buying decision, and effectively they're looking for the best in the market, and you can position that with a hero video. From that, we then move them into what we call hero conversion video. In this hero conversion video, it educates the market on how they can go from where they're at now to the results of the business solution. And we have a specific video for that. We call that the hero conversion video. And then we have a step-by-step sales process, which most of you have some level of training around, depending on your business. For these strategies, so this is an example of results that we've got even without a specific audience. So there's $33 per lead that's gone through the funnel. That's taking someone from an unaware, never seen your brand, never seen your business before, to being educated and jumping on a call. Examples of some of the results we've got at $4 per lead. We've been able to generate predictable, ready-to-buy clients using this strategy, taking businesses from 60 to over 140 leads within 90 days. We've actually far surpassed that. That's a little bit old, but we've generated a high-quality lead generation system where we take an ideal list, retarget them with a engagement video sequence, and retarget them again for those who don't opt in on the hero conversion video, and then moving them into a sales call to become dream clients. This was a predictable and simple way of scaling. So to recap that, there are 3 steps. One, you want to find your most valuable client. Find out exactly what their needs are, doing market research, finding out their fears, their frustrations, wants, and desires, so that we can build a message and an offer that speaks to them. There's no point running the strategy if we don't know who we're targeting. So the second thing we want to do is apply the hero conversion sales funnel. What I shared with the hero conversion funnel is it's a specific video. For some reason I'm missing the image, but it's a specific video that takes them from an engaged audience into being educated on the problem that you solve, so that we can put them into a sales call. So the third thing I want to cover is creating the disruption ad. So once you know your ideal client's specific frustrations, fears, wants, and desires, you want to create a ad that disrupts where they're at. So even if they've never heard or seen your brand, it needs to speak to their current wants and needs. Here's an example we created for Andy's expansion media production company, and And to recap that, the secret steps that we use to generate predictable, high quality leads are: number one, you want to find your most valuable client. Then you want to apply the hero sales conversion funnel and have a disruption ad. It's how you'll get calls and make more sales. You're probably thinking, but there's there's another way that I was looking to grow my business. Why would I use this strategy? Andy, who's here with me, he thought the same thing, and now he's generating consistent leads on a daily basis. So at this point, once you've got this machine, which I've covered with you today, ready, it's just a matter of tweaking and repeating. So we made this strategy because marketing can be fatal. You never know what's going to happen. So it can be, you can waste a lot of time and money into it, or it can be as simple as utilizing this strategy. You can utilize a strategy, or you can do it on your own. Without the proven strategy, try and do it yourself. Without a tried and tested method, losing time and money trying to figure it out. We've been there before. You can stay reliant on networking and word of mouth, which is the old way of marketing. I'd still recommend using that, but in terms of scaling your business, you want to use the strategies that we've shown you here. Ultimately, staying stuck in inconsistent cash flow, hoping that it works out without this proven strategy. Or you can take this proven path, simply get the strategy that works every time, leverage your current audience and database, take your marketing fully equipped with the unfair advantage of video. So going to invite those who are wanting to take the next level, and especially those who don't have time to execute and implement these strategies. The good thing is Cheryl runs a virtual assistants business who we're looking to partner with to run these strategies for businesses that want this done for them and include video. You can have the guides, the mentors, and support every step of the way, so you don't have to rely on luck, and instead get it right the first time. Use the proven path. Help more of your dream clients achieve their dreams. We have to share this strategy, even though it applies for all service businesses, it's not a cookie cutter approach. Your business is not a cookie cutter. Your difference in the market, your positioning, your services is what you'll need to bring in order for this to work. And it's what's gotten results. So for those of you that are on the training, and for those of you that are watching this on the replay, we onboard 10 clients a month, and this month we've got 7 spots still available. So in the middle of the month, so we're going to invite you to a call. We're not going to invite everyone. It's not for everyone. What we've shared so far, everyone should be able to use, but for those who want to take it to the next level, it's not for those who are looking for the next shiny thing. It's not for those who like to do things themselves or stay reliant on the business. It's not for people without the capacity to take on more leads. It's not for people who are not willing to try something they've never done before. Having people run your marketing and generate leads for you, if you've never done that before, and you don't want to try that, this isn't for you. And it's not for people who aren't willing to turn down non-ideal clients. You have to be able to say no, because this strategy will work for those who are only looking to take on their top tier clients. So here's the core for. This is for professional services who have an existing business, who are already servicing their ideal clients and just want more of them. It's for you if you already have a good reputation. We speak to a lot of businesses who have been around for 7, 10, 20 years, but want to take your business to the next level. If you want to leverage your business and build a legacy, this strategy is for you. It's for you if you're ready to make an impact with video marketing and you're ready to step out of your comfort zone and try something you've never done before. We're going to invite you to a strategy call. We're literally going to try on this video strategy and leverage strategy for you and your business. There's no, it's not a sales call, so you won't be able to buy on the call. We're going to apply this for you. we're going to have a look at where you're at, what you're looking to accomplish, and see how this strategy can work specifically for you. If you're ready to go, if you're a good fit, you might be asked if you'd like to work with us. All the results that you've seen so far have come from this strategy, and if you're not a fit, that's all good. We'll still have the video strategy and everything laid out for you. So if you are ready, make sure you apply below. Cheryl, anything else you'd like to add so far?
I just want to share, I had a video strategy session with you, and it was so in-depth, so I really appreciate it. The thing that really drew me was the five videos. And I think that was that light bulb moment for me, because we've been doing videos, but had sort of that not real clarity as to whether it was a problem aware video or it was a solution aware video. And that's often the case, whether it's for us or our clients, that we just need to go back to the fundamentals of who is your client, who is your target client, and what is their problem. Do they even know they have a problem? If they know they have a problem, then but they don't know the solution. That's where then that messaging really comes in. And so going through that strategy session with you was really enlightening as well.
Awesome. I appreciate you sharing that, Cheryl. And for those who might be in a similar position, what would you say to them?
Definitely hop on a call with you. I think particularly the questioning is really what I would say thought-provoking, because it really made me sit and just sort of drill a little bit further as to understanding what my target market is experiencing and how the best way for us to speak to that and provide that solution. So definitely it was a good 45 minutes, an hour or so of just drilling down as to which, if you're going to do some sort of video, like at least have some sort of strategy as to what you're doing.
Yeah, awesome, Cheryl. I appreciate you sharing that, and thank you for having us on board to share this with the audience. There are a lot of businesses out there who could use this strategy. I know that we wish we had this a long time ago, and the LinkedIn thing is just something that came up, and we thought, well, people need to know about this. Let's get this out there. So
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And I personally took a lot of notes, and it was like, oh, this is good. Oh, that's great. And definitely very, very helpful for any other businesses that are leveraging LinkedIn already. So I mean, we use LinkedIn quite a bit in terms of lead generation, but it's quite manual. And however, so to be able to take it up a notch and be able to utilize Facebook, I mean, just takes it up another level.
Awesome. I'm glad
you thank you. And if there's more training sessions to come, I am keen to sign up.
Yeah, awesome, cool. We'll talk more, and also looking to work with you and your VA business to get more businesses using this type of strategy. There's so many valuable services out there that just aren't able to reach more of their market. So looking forward to having that conversation with you as well.
Yeah, that's cool. And you're right. Often with business owners, they love the strategy, but it's the execution that they just don't have time to get to. It becomes part of the, on the priority list, it's somewhere in 150, and that's what we do. Just with our outsourcing is really go, well, have someone to be able, as part of your team, to be consistent with that. Like, if you're consistent with your lead generation, then it consistently keeps flowing in.
Yeah, consistency is key, and execution. It's key to running any successful strategy. So
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Lots, and
you're welcome, Cheryl.
yeah, lots of learnings from today. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys again soon.